So, Christmas Eve, I am sitting alone, reading a book, drinking my coffee, and a mug that was made by John Cover. He's a fantastic potter, but also an MMA fighter. Oddly enough, those things go really well together. So, yeah, it's Christmas Eve, and I chose to be alone because I didn't want to have to go through the process of meeting more family and trying to tell everybody my name and who I am and all my history and all that stuff. I thought it sounded like a lot of work, actually. So, although I had some wonderful offers from friends, I'm alone for Christmas Eve and Christmas, which is actually really nice. I'm going to paint, and I'm going to read. So, to show you how old a man I am, that's my exciting life. But also, I wanted to say something that I'm thinking of friends and family right now. And for those of you that I've known in my life, that I've loved, thank you, and you know who you are. And not only that, you're very, very few. I'm not saying you're lucky, but you are. Yeah, there's a few people that I've fallen in love with, and you're fantastic. Not just fallen in love with friends. There's friendship love. There's love for my brothers, love for friends that are your brothers, love for women, love for the one person that you fell in love with, or two or three, who knows. Anyway, my Christmas Eve, there's some words in the dedication of this that I thought were pretty pertinent, because for a long time I've been making these plans on how I'm going to take off, and I was even considering selling my house. And if I sell my house, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to go travel. I don't know why or what compels me to move forward. I really wish I could answer that. But what I do know is that I have a hard time staying and working and knowing that I'm working for insurance and taxes. Makes me kind of sick thinking about it. But I don't have, family to take care of, things like that. But anyway, there's lots of thoughts. But bottom line is I've been seeking to break out for a long time. And this opening dedication, actually, surprisingly, is very to the point. Now, there's not even an author listed on this, but it's called Henry and the Great Society. So, New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve? I don't know. I think it's 2010. It's 2011. It was to show you. Dedication. There is among men a universal longing to go back to the earth from whence we came. Man will never forget his native place in paradise lost, nor will he ever cease to yearn for a life of perfect contentment. The hope that occupies every heart is a secret dream of Shangri-La discovered where there is an escape from the pressures of this present society. Each of us in this insane world in which we live knows something of the relentless and the dissatisfaction that create a relentless obsession to escape the treadmill of existence that this society has forced upon us. An existence that has crushed us with the pressures and demands that far exceed our resources. A life that often shatters our peace and leaves us trapped like animals, pacing the cage of our circumstances, plotting how to break the iron bands of involvement. We have all known the frustrations of our self-imposed timetables and commitments that cause us to feel like wheat in the grist mill of an evil system. A system that crushes our hopes, dreams, desires, and blows away, like chaff, the highest aspirations of our soul. As has been said before, I write with no higher hopes than motivate the rooster at daybreak. I do not expect to be appreciated or even tolerated, but I hope to awaken some to a new day. And so, to those who are homesick and do not realize that a home for which they are longing is not a geographical location, but a way of life, I sincerely dedicate this small effort. Especially do I dedicate this book to those whose homesickness will never be cured on this earth. May we all know the truth, and by knowledge of that truth be set free. It makes me sad because of that second to last line. Especially do I dedicate this book to those whose homesickness will never be cured on this earth. Look, The way I figure it, and I've been telling people this for a while, is that I've got maybe 20 years of good living. I'm 28 officially now, so the government tells me. I tell people I'm 60, and I believe it. I really actually believe I'm 60 years old. It's what I believe. It's what I choose to be, all right? But the government tells me I'm 28, soon to be 29. Think about it. That means I got, what, another 10 good years of healthy living where I can go do what I want. I can still play sports, and not worry about it. Then I got the next 10 years after that where I might have to work a little bit harder to stay in the same kind of shape and be physical and active. After 50, I think I'm probably going to want to slow down and not play as much rugby. So, I got plenty of life ahead of me. If I'm lucky enough to get it, God willing. But there's so many... You're not guaranteed retirement in old age. I love life fiercely, and I'm aggressive, and I want to get something out of it all the time. So much that it burns you out. It's like I don't want to say it because it's cheesy. Addict for life. Like an addict of life, I guess. There's no drugs. I'm just thrilled to be alive. That's it. The experience of living. Sometimes it's really painful. Sometimes it's really happy. Sometimes it's rage, it's emotion, it's all these things. It's what I try and capture in my art. But sometimes when you're in the depths of those moments, when you feel like just the other day I got my heart broke. And I laugh because it was horrible, but it was so thrilling to feel. And if you can separate yourself, your mind, from the current situation you're in, you can see what it's like to feel. I don't know. Henry, Great Society, I don't even know who the author was.